Congratulations to the class of 2021. I want to commend all students graduating this year on their entire career in District 155. This past year stands out among the rest. It has brought unique challenges to our students, staff, and community. It has also taught us a valuable lesson on how to keep each other safe and how much quality education means to our students and families. I would like to thank all of our seniors for your hard work and perseverance throughout this year. You should be very proud of all you've been able to accomplish. I want to thank all of our District 155 parents for your patience, support, as we have worked to overcome obstacles during this global pandemic. Our work is not done. We are excited to look back at the graduates' accomplishments and celebrate together. The class of 2021 will always be remembered for the resilience and your ability to succeed in the face of adversity. We hope you will take those skills in your next chapter of your life. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 commencement ceremony at Prairie Ridge High School. At this time, I would ask that you please rise for the singing of the national anthem, and after that, the Pledge of Allegiance.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave.
Thank you, choir. And now, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and again, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. At this time, please be seated.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to some of us. My name is Steve Cook. I'm the proud principal of Prairie Ridge High School. We're very happy you are able to join us today as we recognize the end of a 4-year journey and the start of a bright new chapter for the students gathered here. Of course, I think it's fair to say that we are all looking at this ceremony as a means to say goodbye to what has been a year of unprecedented challenges. However, if there's one thing we've all learned over the past 14 or so months, it's how to adapt and how to persevere. Despite an at times relentless series of obstacles that impacted our lives at school and at home, we're all here today because we did overcome everything that the pandemic threw at us, and now it's time to celebrate the class of 2021 for their achievements. Third ceremony of the day. I appreciate as much applause as you guys want to dole out. All right, so this morning we had a couple of student speakers. This afternoon we had a couple more. This evening we don't have as many. But in fact, we are going to have one of our teachers, Mr. John Pelican, come up, and he's going to go through one of the speakers' speeches that we heard earlier today, so that we hear the thoughts of one of your colleagues. Mr. Pelican. The podium is yours.
I apologize, but I'm not going to try to do it in her voice. I'm just going to use my own voice here. Good afternoon to the class of 2021 and to all the families, friends, teachers, and faculty joining us. Today marks the end of our time in this school, but it also marks the beginning of our future. The luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Here, dude. Let's switch that one out.
All right, let's go. All right, today marks the end of our time in this school, but it also marks the beginning of our future. Today is a moment in which we are able to hold on to the people around us and commemorate an incredible 4 years. Because that's what life is, moments. Just like this one. We all have specific moments that define who we are and how we choose to live. I encourage you all to keep holding on to these moments, to the present. I encourage you to spend your lives searching for the moments that fill you with joy. Today, we will all set out on different paths. No matter where yours takes you, I hope you keep holding on to these moments before they're gone. There will always be a lot of unknowns ahead of us, constant forces pushing at us from all directions. We have gone our whole lives, including our 4 years here, facing these and overcoming them. There are many more unknowns ahead of us, and I think it's a wonderful thing. Life has meaning because it is uncontrollable. The unknowns are what drive us to push forward. Your lifetime will be made up of a constant journey of chasing the unknown, and all of the joyful times that occur in between will become your vibrant, unforgettable moments. Mr. Wadlington has a painting on his classroom wall of Aristotle's quote, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Sierra has looked at this message many times throughout the school year, and she believes it is one of the best messages she could leave you with today. As I look at all of you, I believe that each one of us has the potential to continue on and do great things. Aristotle believed that as long as you push for excellence, no matter how big or small, you become used to it. Striving for excellence becomes the only way of doing things. Now, I'm no groundbreaking philosopher, but I believe this applies beyond just excellence. When we strive for happiness or success or change, it becomes our way. Strive for the moments in which you can create happiness for yourself and those around you. Strive for the moments where you can cultivate your own version of success. Strive for the moments when change blossoms. We cannot simply have life happen to us. We have to go out and find it for ourselves. Life does not come without trials, without downfalls. We will all face challenges, failure, disappointment. They are inevitable, but our reactions to them are what dictate our futures. We are all capable of picking ourselves back up and moving forward. I've seen many of you do it. This year has not been easy and has not been normal, but it has shown us that adversity is not insurmountable. We just need a little hope. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to stand before you today to thank all the families, friends, teachers, and faculty that have provided us with support, encouragement these past years. I'm grateful to be graduating amongst a class of incredible peers. I wish you all luck in the future endeavors. No matter what life throws at you, maintain hope and seek out your moments.
All right, it is with great pleasure that I introduce our next speaker. Mrs. Nicole Pavoris is a member of the District 155 Board of Education. She's been a member of the board since 2017. We appreciate her leadership in that role, as the board has helped to make the district the symbol of excellence that it is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Nicole Pavoris.
Good evening. On behalf of the D155 Board of Education, congratulations, class of 2021. You've made it. And what a crazy ride it's been, right? Oprah Winfrey once said, challenges, like her name apparently, are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. That statement can pretty much sum up this past school year, don't you think? Some of these gifts that you received were at least 4 different versions of a class schedule, problems with Wi-Fi, awkward moments on Zoom when your mic was unmuted, and of course, limited sporting events, activities, and school celebrations, just to name a few. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you here today on how well you weathered these challenges. Thank you, graduates, for putting in all of the hard work to get to this day. Thank you, PR teachers, for your dedication and perseverance this year to ensure your students successfully arrived here today. And thank you, parents and grandparents, for all of the love and support you have given your students over the many years of school, but most especially during this last year and a half, so they could reach this milestone. By overcoming all of this year's challenges, you have found that new way to stand Oprah was talking about. The strength and courage you demonstrated this past school year will serve you well as you embark on your journey after PR, and will allow you to make it through whatever life throws at you in the future. Congratulations again, class of 2021 graduates, and continue to stand strong always.
Thank you, Mrs. Pavoris. There are some other honored guests here today, this afternoon, who deserve acknowledgement. These talented professionals put their heart and soul into Prairie Ridge High School this year more than ever before. It's been my honor to work alongside every one of them, our teachers. Will the members of the faculty please rise and be recognized? There are a couple individuals among our faculty who deserve special recognition. We'll call them the faculty graduating class of 2021, as they are about to begin a new chapter of their own lives, retirement. These individuals include Laura Harrison and Mike Marchuka. Each of these professionals have shown great dedication to their students and to education, and have touched thousands of lives over their careers. I wish them all the best in their next phase of life. Prairie Ridge will miss them. So you've heard from a couple speakers this afternoon, and we've still got the diplomas to go, but I want to just say a couple of words here. You've heard about resilience, about facing challenges and confronting loss, and yet also about making positive memories and feeling a sense of pride in overcoming what came before you. I agree with what's been said. I won't repeat the same ideas. I will, however, shape those themes into a question for the graduates and a challenge of my own. It's simply this: to look within yourself and to ask, what did I learn about myself over the course of my time here at Prairie Ridge High School, especially during this past year? Times of crisis accurately reveal our character, our true colors, and these past 14 or so months can certainly be characterized in this manner. So, what did you learn about yourself? What strengths did you discover that you didn't know you had? Continue to hone those traits and learn to use them to the fullest potential. What areas of improvement were made apparent? And more importantly, how can you work to better yourself? I can't answer those questions for you, nor can your family, nor can the talented educators around you. But I would argue that some reflection here is worthwhile and a part of that very journey of growth which we are here celebrating today. So best of luck, you, class of 2021. You've passed through more than any other class in school history, and you're here now to tell that story. And now it's time to write the next chapter. At this time, we are about to begin the distribution of the diplomas. I'd like to ask that the members of the graduating class and members of the audience to remember the importance of this moment. There are many individuals from families that are here to watch and hear someone special be recognized. So I'm simply asking that we all be respectful during the distribution so that all graduates' names can be heard and each family can witness their graduate receiving their diploma. But before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a group of seniors who deserve special mention, our distinguished graduates. These seniors earn this honor by fully investing themselves in everything Prairie Ridge has to offer, attaining certain standards not just in academics, but also in multiple extracurricular activities. That's the first time I got that right all day. Community service, citizenship, and other categories. There are more than 70 of these graduates across the class, and together they logged over 2,000 hours of community service, and were involved in over 700 combined extracurricular activities with over 450 semesters of capstone coursework. They definitely experienced a well-rounded high school experience. You can recognize them today by the white tassels they wear as a symbol of this achievement. Please join me in a round of applause for these students. And I'd also like to take a moment to formally recognize and celebrate any of our seniors who have chosen a post-secondary path of particular honor, those who will move on to serve in one of our nation's armed forces. You can recognize them today by the red, white, and blue cords they wear as a symbol of their future plans. Are there any students here with military plans in their future? If so, please stand. Okay. Well, will the entire class that is here from the class of 2021 please rise? Members of the Board of Education, I certify that those standing before you have completed all graduation requirements as established by the board and have earned a Community High School District 155 diploma. This year, faculty members Kathy Gilbert, Mary Kate Keeney, and Rachel Couts will read the names of our graduates. All rows except row 1 may be seated at this time. Will the Board of Education please present the diplomas? We're down to one mic, sir.
Ashley Aldape. Carmina Atienza. Adrian Christoph. Jackson Carter. Kaylee Coriano. Zora Fitch. Samantha Gablins. Cameron Gillen. Ethan Haas. Nicolina Helms.
Hunter Jackson. Morgan Johnson. Adrian Cast. Ava Kastner. Nicole Kitty. Danielle Lobenhofer. Leah McCabe. Adriana Miranda. Shannon North. Grace Podgen.
Anthony Quindell. Jackson Reitz. Noah Shattuck. Peyton Smith. Cheyenne Tan. Kenneth Terry. Joshua Tarter. Clara Weisner. Carla Ibanez.
Finally, to all those assembled here today, I proudly present the class of 2021. Graduates, will you please stand one last time as a group? Well, get those tassels off at this point if you want to keep them. Congratulations to the graduates, to the faculty, the staff, the administration and school board, and most of all, to the families of these young men and women on your achievement here today of a D155 diploma. Graduates, you guys ready with your caps? 3, 2, 1, throw them. All right, now faculty will lead you out in our recessional.